Hey, Danny Ray with Pinnacle Quote Life Insurance Specialist. Today it's December 12th. All right, I want to talk to you about sleep apnea. I just wrote two clients today that both had sleep apnea, and sleep apnea is a health impairment that life insurance companies will rate you on. Okay, so I just want to explain it to it in medical terms. Sleep apnea is a common disorder in which you have one or more pauses in breathing or shallow breaths while you sleep. Breathing pauses can last from anywhere from a few seconds to minutes. Now, can you imagine your minutes, your brain's not getting oxygen? Okay, so sleep apnea is a big deal to a lot of insurance companies out there, and they'll rate you on it. Remember, the life insurance companies, they look for any way to, or even creative ways to rate your policy and make you spend more money. Okay, don't give them an opportunity to. Okay, so there are, one thing that clients ask me a lot when they do have sleep apnea is, will this have an impact on my life insurance rates? And yes, but it also depends. Sleep apnea is a common sleep disorder that a lot of people suffer from, and they don't walk around, they don't even know it. The problem with sleep apnea is it comes when, some extreme health risks, okay, which may concern life insurance companies, as you can imagine. Wearing a CPAP machine can help mitigate these high risks, all right, and control your sleep apnea, which in return, some carriers, if you're compliant with the CPAP machine, will go ahead and give you a good rate. All right, now, how can you get a good term policy with sleep apnea? There are a few things that life insurance companies are going to, look into before they decide whether or not to approve you, okay, for term life insurance. First, they're going to want to know if you regularly wear your CPAP machine, like I just stated. It's very important that if you want any sort of a good rate in life insurance, you got to be compliant with your CPAP machine. They're going to want to see examinations for your sleep study, okay? So they can assess the overall risk for your sleep apnea. Again, it's very important to wear that CPAP machine. I cannot stress it enough. And how can you get affordable life insurance rates with sleep apnea? One of the most effective ways, okay, to get more affordable life insurance is to receive quotes from several different companies. Now, here at Pinnacle Quote, we know the top three carriers that will be lenient with your life insurance rates, okay, as far as with sleep apnea is concerned. So we do the shopping for you, okay? You can go and exhaust yourself. You can go to, 5, 10 different carriers. We already know the guidelines to all these companies, so we already know the top three, okay? So depending on your health history, your height and weight, your age, will determine which one of those carriers we go with, okay? Now remember, life insurance companies, they all look at you differently, okay? Now remember, each company's underwriting, like I just stated, it's different. They have different guidelines. They have different niches. This means your risk level will be high at one company and it won't be so much high with another company. So it's very important to know the underwriting, which we are experts here at Pinnacle Quote. Okay. Now, while someone diagnosed with sleep apnea may be immediately flagged as high risk with some carriers, like I stated, okay. Again, there's other insurance companies out there that can give the same person, okay, that got a decline or a very high rate, an affordable rate, a standard rate, okay? Now, you want to know, you definitely want to make sure that you're only working with the best life insurance companies. In this case, sleep apnea, AIG is great, okay, really good, okay. A couple companies to stay away from when it comes to sleep apnea. Banner Life is definitely not the best carrier out there to go to when it comes to sleep apnea. All right, SBLI is good with sleep apnea as well. Okay, but of course, your sleep apnea won't be the only thing that the life insurance company is going to look at. Again, there are a lot of things. Usually, if you have sleep apnea, you're usually overweight. That causes sleep apnea. If you're overweight, you could possibly have diabetes, okay? So again, you want to go ahead and lose some excess weight, and also you want to make sure that your blood pressure is in check and so on and so forth. Okay, but one of the most important things is when you do shop for life insurance for any health impairment, especially sleep apnea, is you want to make sure you got a highly rated carrier with AM Best. AM Best is the superior life insurance rating agency in the country. Okay, I don't look at any other ones except AM Best because they are, like I said in other videos, they're like a 5-star restaurant. Okay, when all the other guys have a drive-through window. Okay, which one are you bringing your spouse to for anniversary? Okay. Okay, definitely not a drive-through. You probably wouldn't be married. Okay, but again, of course, sleep apnea won't be the only thing that life insurance companies look at. You got to be aware of that. Also, if you're using tobacco products, it's going to affect your rate in a very big way, especially if you have sleep apnea. And improving your health, general overall health, before taking the medical exam, okay, will have the huge impact for life insurance rates. Huge impact, especially if you're still young, okay? So another thing you want to do is to prepare for sleep apnea is the insurance company giving you a questionnaire. Okay, life insurance companies are more likely to accept your application and offer you a cheap policy if your answers are honest and thorough. That's very important. Okay, answers that do not adequate, answers to questions, or if you're being vague, they're going to penalize you. Okay, I've seen clients get declined because of purposely putting something down in an application that was not a reliable answer. Okay, again, the best thing to do with insurance companies is be honest. They're going to find out. They're billion-dollar corporations. They can find out. They have ways of finding out. Most of the time, it's a prescription check and ordering your medical records. It's all there. So it might as well just be upfront, okay? It's just going to help you out and put money back in your pocket in the long run, okay? So here's a few questions that you may be asked from an insurance company when you're applying for life insurance. One thing would be, has your sleep apnea been stable, okay, or has it fluctuated? Has it gotten worse, gotten better? Okay, where were you? When were you diagnosed with sleep apnea? Okay, how has your sleep apnea been diagnosed as obstructive? Was it mild, moderate, or severe? What kinds of things do you do to treat your sleep apnea? Again, CPAP machine. They got a BiPAP machine, just to name a couple. Have you done a sleep study recently, or has it been done? Okay. Now, if you have a doctor that says you need to get a sleep study and he writes it down in your medical records, and you don't go get that sleep study, and then you go get life insurance, count on paying probably a 200% increase in rate just because you need to go to the doctor. Right, it's very important. Remember when you go to the doctor, okay, they write everything down, or they type everything down on the computer. That gets uploaded to what's called the MIB, Medical Information Bureau. So whenever you file for life insurance or health insurance, they pull that report, and they see everything, especially it can possibly be up to 10 years, okay? So other things, they're going to want to know your sleep index. Okay, sleep apnea index, you're taking any medications, all right? Now, again, sleep apnea affects your insurance rates. Again, it'll likely increase your price of your life insurance. I mean, unless you're mild, compliant, and you're with AIG or Prudential, you're going to be rated on the policy. It's not going to be a preferred plus rate, the best rate out there, okay? So again, I know the two companies that will do that for you. Okay, if you show that your sleep apnea is controlled and you regularly wear your CPAP machine, that's going to be your best bet to get the best rate possible. Probably a standard plus or a standard rate. Again, there's only a handful of companies, maybe two, out there that will enable you to get a preferred or preferred plus rate if you have sleep apnea. Okay, you got to be compliant. Okay, it is possible to get preferred plus rates with obstructive sleep apnea. Okay, you just need to shop around the different insurance companies. Again, here at Pinnacle Quote, we know those insurance companies. Okay, why waste time? Time is money, and time that you waste, you never get back. So would you rather spend talking to 10 or 15 insurance agents to find that policy, or would you give us a call and waste 5 minutes of your time to make sure you get the best price and the best policy? Okay, and again, if the price is an issue and it's a little more expensive, okay, maybe you don't want to go the term policy route. There are whole life policies out there. And again, if you're, if you're looking for life insurance in your 40s, we usually recommend you a 30-year term policy if you go with a term policy, a 30-year term that should be. Okay, and for anyone struggling to get accepted by life insurance due to a health issue, there are also no medical exam, no physical exam term policies out there. Sometimes in some cases a little more expensive depending on age. Okay, and again, we specialize in health impairments. We know which carriers. If you got multiple sclerosis, we know where to put you. If you got sleep apnea, we know where to put you. Okay, if you still choose tobacco on occasion, we know where to put you to get a non-tobacco rate. Okay, if you got cancer, we know where to put you. All right, we have specific carriers that have those niches for these particular impairments. So that's my little intake on sleep apnea. Again, just to recap, Sleep apnea, again, will affect your rate. Most important thing out there is to be compliant with your CPAP machine. Know the carriers to go to, okay, to get the best rate out there that you deserve. You work hard for your money, okay? No use overpaying for life insurance. All right, so give us a call. The Pinnacle Quote at 855-380-3300, extension 2. Okay, or you can visit us on the web at pinnaclequote.com, and also look at the blog as well. We have an array of topics that I write about, okay, as far as articles and stuff like that, to give you a better idea of your understanding of your health impairment, whether it's blood pressure, cholesterol, so on and so forth, the diabetes. So hope you guys are well, and again, reach out to us at pinnaclequote.com. All right, make it a great day. Bye.